When traders get very passionate about this, into the game of trading, many of them don't realize that it's far more psychological in nature than it is in technical. So many people spend most of their careers, most of their lives struggling and trying to find a holy grail of sorts in the technical part of this activity. They're looking at charts, they're looking at indicators, they are searching for answers in programs or platforms or answers in pieces of technology, scanners, and so forth and so on. Not realizing that the majority of the success, the growth, the progress lies on the psychological side. And if you have not fortified yourself psychologically, you can have the best tools, the best techniques, the best everything, and not actually make progress. You see, it takes more than buying a fancy set of knives to be a great chef. It takes more than getting expensive and high-level tools to be a carpenter. It's whose hands are the tools in. You can put the best carpentry tools in the world in my hands, and I'm gonna mess something up. I'm just telling you. I'm not a carpenter. But if you put those same tools in the hands of a very skilled carpenter, you might build something that makes your jaw drop. Many people miss this, but I don't want you to miss it. I want you to understand this is a game more about learning yourself. It's a game of you being able to discover what's your personal truth as a trader. Every trader needs to find his truth. You see, I start you out with a base program, a base system, a master list, events, steps, stops, when to add, profit-taking rules, stop adjustment rules, things of that nature. That's your starting place. But that is not necessarily your individual truth. You have to utilize that base that I give you here, go out into the market, and through experience and record keeping, you have to find your personal truth, because your personal truth is very different from every single other trader in this room. So you have to take what I teach you. You have to take the starting point. I give you the starting point, but you have to go out and find your personal truth as a trader. And that truth is your edge. Knowing who you are, this is your number one function as a trader. It is not to make money in the beginning. It is not to be extra good in the beginning. It is to find your personal truth, which is your edge. That's not the same for every trader. That is a personal truth. There are far too many traders who believe that there are specific rules that fit every trader, and there aren't. That's not how the real world works. You've got to start off with something as a base, but then you've got to take that base and find your personal truth, your edge. And that's not the same as everyone else. And the only way you're going to do that is to get out there, gain trading experience, but it can be lost trading experience. You can be gaining the wrong experience, wasting your time and your money. You can be gaining the right experience, but you're not documenting your experience in the right way to reveal what your truth is. Your numbers might show that you're horrible at the open, that you're not a trade the open trader right now, and that you should stay away from the open. Your numbers might reveal that the first 8 minutes of the day is your most powerful. Your numbers reveal what price range is best for you and what price range is worse for you, and what time of day is the best for you, which stock delivers the greatest combination, the most beneficial combination between consistency and profitability. What price range, what individual symbol does that do? Like, how do you know your personal truth, who you are, without recording these things the right way? Because if you never find who you are with the base, that I give you, you will continue to slop around, get lucky, have some winning streaks, but at the end of the day, no progress at all because you haven't found yourself. You haven't gained your personal truth. You don't have your edge. So I find that most people just wake up every day having done no work. They have not recorded anything from the day before. That's mistake number one. Number two, they are not going into their trades with a purpose. My purpose is this week is to utilize every trade to narrow my average loss per trade, to curtail it. Every trade needs a purpose. Trades, not every single trade necessarily, but trades from the prior day should have been cracked open and pulled the gems pulled out of them. But most traders, they have recorded absolutely nothing. They have no purpose for every trade other than, I hope this one is not a loss. Again, I hope I don't have another loss. That's their only goal. No purpose for the trade, meaning that they're not using the trade to work on something. It's an empty trade that I just want to win. That's the majority of people. They will never, ever make it. I don't care if you put winning trades in their hands, they will mess it up because it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work without this work. I've shared with you this story on many occasions, and I'm going to do it again. I hope it doesn't bore you too much, but I told you the story of Scott, one of the traders on my trading desk on Wall Street. There were eight of us, all right? And Scott was one of the older traders. So we looked up to him in a very big way because he was on the street for a long time, decades. Good trader. Consistency up the wazoo, really consistent. And I used to watch Scott at the corner of my eye, and I noticed that every single time Scott placed a trade, because remember guys, at that specific time, you had to write out a ticket and hand it to the order taker. We had an order taker at the desk at this time. So it was 8 traders and 1 order taker. We'd fill out a ticket, buy a ticket, and hand it to the order taker. That's how you knew a trader on the desk was taking a trade. He's handing a slip of paper to the order taker. Now, after Scott would hand this slip of paper to the order taker on the other side of the desk, I'd see him reach down he had a leather briefcase at his right foot. He would reach down, pull up the leather briefcase, open it up, take a book out, pen on his desk. He'd open the book up, take a notation, close the book, put it in his leather briefcase and put it back down at his right foot. Every single trade. And I watched this for a long time. I was always curious, what the heck is Scott writing in his book after every trade? And so one day I mustered up enough courage and nerve to ask him at the coffee station, Scott, listen, I don't want to bother you or anything like that. And, but I just kind of casually noticed that every single time you place a trade, you actually take a book out of your briefcase, open it up, and you make a notation of some sort. I'm just curious, like, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but what is it that you're writing down? And he was shocked and surprised that I noticed that. And he says, oh, well, Oliver, that's simple. I write down my stop. I'm like, but Scott, your stop? Like, you don't know your stop? He says, yeah, of course I know it. He says, but what I know in my mind can change. My mind, I can change my mind. But what helps me is when I write it down, I can't change it. I make it permanent. And I never forgot that lesson, that act of writing his stop down made him a better trader. Now, That might not work for everybody, but I will tell you that generally speaking, there is power in the pen. There is power when you write something down. You are transferring it from the ethereal world of thought, and you are giving it a material realization, a material existence. This thing that you wrote down now is in something apart from you, and it's looking back at you. This thing you wrote down, you're reading it and it's reading you. And this is the power of journaling. It's the power of taking notes. It's the power of the pen. And so how many people do you think are taking note on their trading in the world? That's why the failure rate is so high. There was an author, this author, and it wasn't interviewed like 300 and plus most successful people in the world that he could find, 300. But he wanted to make sure that they all came from different backgrounds and different, there was both men and women, different industries, different educational backgrounds. Some had no education, some had education, and some, lived in different countries or whatever. And what he was searching for was to find several common denominators. So despite all of their differences, from race to gender, to location, to educational background, despite all the differences, was there something common that ran through them all? And the answer, surprisingly, was no, nothing ran through all of them, except one little thing. The author found one little thing, one common thing that every single one of them did. They kept a journal in some form or another. Every single one kept a journal in one form or another. So one form was just a checklist every day, things I got to get done. Another might be more involved journal, what they were experiencing, what their goals are this week, next week, a year from now, whatever. But every single one had the journal in one form or another. That was the only common denominator through all 300 of them. You want to tell me there's no power in the pen? You better get to journaling, and you better know how to journal, because journaling and note-taking is how you mine your value. You're mining for your value. The value is there, but you got to mine it. You got to mine for it. You got to dig for it. I know a lot of you young ones who are here, but Oliver, so when are we gonna look at charts, man? Come on, bro. All right, I got you. I gotta use the pen. Show me a tactic, bro. But this is all the tactics in the world are not gonna help you unless you're doing this. Your demons will hide very nicely if you don't pull out your pen. You see, the pen will reveal them. The journal will strip away their hiding places. Guys, in trading, these enemies of yours, they are different qualities. You see, the gross enemies are brutes. They're ugly. They breathe heavily. They're bulky. They're monsters. They're giants. Giants. Big feet, big muscles, big body, maybe a little head. Breathe heavy. They're the gross enemies. They're easy to spot. And as you start off with eliminating your gross enemies, they get more sublime and more sublime and more subtle. And some of the hardest enemies, demons, these are demons that are taking your future away from you. The most subtle ones are very beautiful. The subtle ones are very beautiful. Oh, they are beautiful demons, pretty. And they camouflage themselves as your friends. Not only are they attractive, they are elegant and they're pretty. Let me give you an example of a pretty demon, a one-push profit taker. So this demon says, why not take a little taste? Now, what's the problem with that? It's a profit. You can't go broke taking a profit. A lot of the subtle demons, they exist more on the profit side. The gross demons exist mainly in the negative side, but there are many more demons on the profitable side. Take the gain. But my rule doesn't say take the gain. Yeah, but you can't go taking a profit, right? Remember the last time you didn't take the profit and you were waiting for 3 pushes and you got 2 pushes and then it reversed and stopped you out? You want that to happen again? All right, okay, at least take some of it. Those are the beautiful ones. And then as soon as you take it, that pats you on the back. You see, that wasn't so tough, was it? Look at that. You grabbed $200 on that early profit tape. And then it gets earlier and earlier. Well, I know we took profits on 2 pushes the last time when your rules say 3 pushes, but we've got a nice 1 push here, and it will just inch you back and back all the way back until you're like, well, you've got a 5-cent gain. Let's just, you're good at getting the first 5 cents. So let's just take a little off on the first 5 cents. And you almost always get that. So that 5% take will give us a cushion on the downside. It'll take you all the way from 3 pushes to taking 5-cent gains, I promise you. And those demons are very, very hard to identify if you're not journaling, keeping track of yourself. And the main reason behind this is because you lose yourself in your trading. You're lost in your trading. Your identity has been stolen in the trade most of the time. So you have to regain yourself through the journaling process. So remember, guys, the journaler is not the trader. There's 2 of you. Well, there's actually 3, but let's just talk about the 2. There's 2 of you. There's the trader in the trade. That person is different from the journaler who's not in the trade. You are 2 people. So who do you think is calmer, smarter, clearer of mind? Which one? Calmer, smarter, clearer of mind? The journaler. So what you have to do is you have to hand the trade off to the better you. And by doing this, you transmute the experience to a higher experience. And this is what speeds up your development. Transmuting the lower experience to the higher experience, handing it off to the better you. Ari says, who is the 3rd one? I'm curious. It is the watcher of them both. But that's a different level.